I'm Andrea Siegel. I'm a certified fine and decorative art appraiser, and I have a PhD in sociology. About 8 years ago, Dr. Glen, Gabert and Joseph Sansone hired me to turn the inside of Hudson County Community College in Jersey City, New Jersey, into an educational art museum. Thanks to the Hudson County Community College Foundation, we already had 25 artworks permanently installed. Today, I believe we have, thanks to you, the finest community college art collection in the nation. We have over 600 works of fine art permanently installed in our 14 campus buildings and over 300 slated for installation in the next few months. Most of the collection has been donated by many generous donors, and all of the funds used to purchase art were donated as well. Thank you for your help and hard work with this wonderful project. This is where our collection starts. This storage area is where we prepare to install artwork. So we've got a donated 19th century Indian horse with bells, donated by the estate of Peter Scheinman, a noted antiquities collector. We've got, we've got terrific stuff. I'm just naming, the people everybody would know. We've got a Rauschenberg here, a little Rauschenberg. We've got donated work by Shepard Fairey. He's so wonderful. We've got a Calder, which I picked up for nothing. I'll talk a little bit about how you can pick up things for nothing. And we're proud to have our first Picasso, a wood engraving donated by Henry Scholder and the late René Fatui. In our discussion of the art collection, I'd love to reminisce a little bit about how we bought some of our pieces, about some of our wonderful donations, about how we've installed some of the works, and also about the role of heritage in the collection. This is a work by Roy Lichtenstein from the 1960s. It's a paper hat. I paid $56 for it, which is a bargain if you know anything about Lichtenstein. And I'd like you to just look down the hall with me, because for the same $56, we've got a Man Ray, we've got a Merritt Oppenheim, we've got a Duchamp, we've got some Joseph Cassous, an Ankawara, and a Christo. One of the prizes of this collection is a group of photogravures by noted American photographer Edward S. Curtis, who photographed Native Americans at the beginning of the last century up through, I think, about the late 1920s. We have 28 of his photogravures, and the reason we have them is that when something is put into an auction, often the people who place it aren't aware of the most income-producing way to put their work in auction. These works were put in an auction of largely contemporary art, and so there was no one at the auction who was bidding on them. So the auctioneer started off with asking for thousands of dollars, and gradually his ask went down and down and down, and when he said $50, I said, I'll take it. For educational purposes, many of our students can point to a person. All of their locations where they're from are indicated in their tribes and say, my family's from there. This could be a member of my family. And that has real power in an educational setting, especially when we're a largely Hispanic serving institution. These dozen works were donated by the daughter of the artist. The artist's name was Johanna Vogelsang. Her daughter Kirsten, her son-in-law Edward, and her granddaughter Kira donated these works. I think it's really important to expose students not just to things that are pretty, but to things that will make them think and consider our history. From the 1930s to the 1990s, here in Union City, a group of nuns, Dominican nuns, lived together in a monastery, and they had taken a vow of silence. How that monastery made its living was through making and selling art. So Sister Mary Imelda, Sister Mary Gemma, Sister Mary of the Compassion, Sister Mary Hyacinth, all of whose work is now shown here, were well-known and much loved local artists. This work by Will Burnett, called The Doorway, was here when I arrived 8 years ago. At one point, I called Will to invite him to an event here at the college. He was 99 years old at the time. And he left a message on my machine, and he said, "I am so sorry I can't come to your event. I'm off to Paris for the weekend." It is my hope, gentlemen, that when I call you and you are 99 years old, you too will be off to Paris and will be unable to attend the festive event which we are planning here. Thank you so much for your generosity.